All right, what's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. We're working on the 8.6 again. Today, we're doing a very easy upgrade. We're installing the Techno Toy Knuckles to the 8.6. Just a little backstory on the 8.6. It was a original automatic power steering car. Did some digging, spoke to a couple people. Apparently, the Knuckles are different on the 8.6. I'm not sure if it's like Zenki Koki or GTS and SR5, but regardless, we got the Techno Toy ones. They're a lot nicer. They're billet, and they give you a lot of adjustability. They allow you to adjust your ackerman for both drift and road racing, and then you're able to pretty much place where you want the outer tie rods. So it has two options, and you can run both the OEM ones. They have some shims for that here, or you can run the aftermarket Techno Toy ones, which we already have on the car. So this is going to be a really easy install. You know, I say that easy, but sometimes it gets harder, so I'm going to hold my breath. Professional awesome. Some good stuff. Okay, so we got the tie rod and link. These are the Techno Toy ones. This is the OEM Knuckle. As you can see, it's all rusted up. So what we're gonna have to do now is we're gonna have to undo the end link over here. So we're gonna have to undo the end link, and then there's two bolts that hold the knuckle to the actual strut. Then the arm will just droop down, and then we're able to hit the top of the knuckle. There's a bolt sitting inside the casing. Not a bolt, but a nut. You take the nut off, and then the knuckle comes right off, and then we'll swap it over with the Techno Toy one, and then we'll set it where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be in the road race setting. It's kind of what I've talked about with Antonio from Techno Toy. So we'll set it there, and then we'll do the other side. So it's pretty much take it off, put it back on, reassemble everything. Pretty straightforward. So the hardware for these bad boys is actually standard. Not my favorite at all, but it is what it is. And yes, I'm using a ratchet as a little hammer. Modern problems require modern solutions. Okay, so we got the end link down. So now we need to knock out the bolts that hold the knuckle to the actual strut, which are one right here and one back here. So we uninstalled the tie rod end link from the actual control arm. So now what we're gonna do is take off the knuckle from the strut. So there's a bolt right here, and there's a bolt back here, and that's pretty much it. It'll separate, and then we'll be able to access the nut that holds the knuckle to the actual control arm. We'll probably have to take off this part as well, just so we can get everything to droop correctly, because it's not separating right now, but we're almost there. There we go. So you can see right here, this is the OEM knuckle, and it's just a bolt that holds it, and then you have some spacers to adjust for roll center. That's kind of what's built in here. So we're just gonna zap this out and then swap out the other knuckle. But before we put the knuckle on, we're gonna make sure that we have it in the position that we want, which is the road race setting. It has these two sleeves, and they only go one way. So you can either have it the opposite way, which is drift, or the complete reverse, which would be road race. So we're gonna do that next. Okay, so check this out. So there's two settings for these inserts. I already marked them according to the layout on Techno Toy. There's a drift setting, and then there's a street or road race setting. So I put S and D. So I'm gonna put it in the street setting for the left one, and then this right here. They only go two ways, right? It's almost like kind of like a squarish sleeve, but it can only go in two ways. So street street on the left side, and we're going to do that on the same on the right. Nice. All right, so this is a 22 millimeter nut, and you gotta hold the other nut on the back side, which is a 24 millimeter. So we did the helpful thing of putting the drift and the street or road race setting indicators so that these little pins, there's marks here, are pointing at the orientation you want them in. It's helpful because as you're kind of muscling this, these little sleeves might pop out, so you want to know where they go. One thing to note on the old Knuckle, so as I originally was installing this like a few minutes ago, this dowel pin was actually stuck on the actual coil lever, so we had to get that out. But just a heads up, keep an eye out to make sure that these came out with the OEM Knuckle. If they didn't, they're probably stuck in your strut, because else you're going to have some interference with this little groove right here. It's supposed to sit into the coil, but if this OEM dowel pin is there, it's going to interfere and you're going to have a gap between the bottom of the strut and the knuckle. So just a heads up there, I ran into that issue, and that's why we're documenting it, because if you're in this situation, I don't want you to have to deal with that problem. So keep a heads up. Okay, so we're tightening this, and as you can see, that little, I guess, groove right there is going to sit into the strut. So you start seeing it go in right there. So if you have the OEM dowel stuck in there, you're going to have a gap. It's supposed to be flush like this, just like that. All right, so we reinstalled everything. So I was speaking with Antonio from Techno Toy. He pretty much gave me direction on how to set the bump steer, at least to get started before we take it to get corner balance and aligned. So this is mimicking the OEM setup. Obviously, when the car's on the floor, we'll be able to see the direction and angle of the tie rod end link to see if we need to move this conical washer down or just leave it as is. So we'll be able to adjust the bump steer later. We installed the sway bar end link, and then we also installed the toe link. All Techno Toy, of course, you know, they're gold orangey color, gold actually, but so everything's installed. The only issue I'm having right now is I'm running aftermarket hardware. So this is an M12 bolt, and I just want to put some washers in between the bolt and the knuckle. So I ran out, so I need to go pick some up from the hardware store. But other than that, installing the knuckles is pretty easy. There's a diagram on the website telling you how to set everything up for either the drift or the street road race setup. So we have the street road race setup. So yeah, we're gonna go finish the other side, and that's pretty much it. All right, so we're all done with installing the Techno Toy knuckles. We did the driver side, the passenger side. I still need to go get some washers for those M12 bolts that hold the knuckle and the assembly to the strut, but that's not worth recording, to be honest with you guys. The only other thing that we wanted to introduce is that we just picked these up. So these are not reps. These are not reps. These are T37Vs in 15 by 8 plus 0. So essentially it's like an 86 240Z FB SA22 wheel spec. And we're running Falcon as any RT660s and 205, 50, obviously R15s. But yeah, Rich, he's a really cool guy in the Corolla community. He has a right-hand drive 11. That thing is chef's kiss. He posted them for sale, and I just ran. I literally ran to go get them that same day. Thanks, Rich, if you're watching this. But yeah, as soon as I picked them up, I told him, like, yeah, these wheels are going to the track. So yeah. And then also we ordered some professional awesome titanium lug nuts. These are a pretty penny, but why not, man? It's such a gorgeous wheel and a nice tire. So I actually ordered a set for this car, but they're not here yet. So I stole the set off my FC, and of course they're M1215, so no problem on the 86. They're really low profile, and then I personally like when the ARP extended studs protrude. But yeah, looks good. Let's lock this up and we're done here. Fiend.
I'm in the ghetto.
I'm in the ghetto.